Boy, oh boy, do we got quite the field tonight. A full field of cars at New Atlanta. Holy frickin' crap. A full field of cars coming out here tonight. For what could, since demand is high, could see 3 races tonight. Very well a possibility. Thought there'd be no one who's willing to race, but here we are, full field here in Atlanta. Joseph Tucker in the number 7. Chase Modzalewski in the 77. Brian Fox making his debut in the number 28. Mark Patrick Roy back once again in number 39. Larry Covey in the 25. Got Jaden Hall making his debut. We got Larkin Boyer who's back. We got Cameron Faye still looking for that first win. We got John Ganas in the 157. In the 6th one, we got Corey Cook. Blake Crane is back in the number 26. That's number 12 on Trading Paints Pro. George Karafides is back. Vince Henschel making his debut. Austin K. Mitchell, a lot of familiar names. A lot of these new racers here, like Austin K. Mitchell, invite a lot of these guys in. Justin Wallace is back, one of the new regulars. Luke Underwood, a SimStock winner at the old Atlanta in the mini stocks. Definitely got the qualifications and capabilities tonight. Perry Gammon, another new driver. Gavin Smith is back, skipping out on a league to race tonight. And we got Thomas Bennett right here from Windham, Maine. Actually got a nice little picture right there. It's very cool. We got tons of brand new racers here at this full field. Larry Covey, one of the new ones. Look at this, 3-wide racing in practice. Michael Good in the 24 right there. Brad Cmejla is back in the number 83 car. Well, how about that? Well, I guess, you know what? I think we can advance this session right here. Once we get to 5 minutes left in practice, we're going to advance through this session right here. So we can get things rolling a little bit quicker. Because why not? We got a ton of cars here racing here tonight. Who else we got? Little pit party right here. We got the number 8 of Jordan Junn. Man, all these names I've raced with before, whether it be in Rebel Valley Sim Club, Internet America. So these guys trying out SimStock for the first time. Names like Jordan Junn. Here we got the number 198 of Perry Gammon, the number 6 of Jaden Hall. Larkin Boyer, Austin K. Mitchell, Gavin Smith, Michael Good, Blake Crane. Keith Ingram returns. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, part of the GoldenEye Express team right here with Cameron Face also. Very interesting. Oh, wow. Bruce Dudley also a member of the team. Well, you see this. I mean, it's Bruce Dudley the second, that is. And you know, these GoldenEye Express running the Cologne cars. Very cool. We like to see teams like that. Xavier Dawkins Batiste making his debut as well. Another name I'm familiar with. It is a stacked field. And then Cameron Face finishing off that GoldenEye Express squad. Thomas Bennett, Corey Cook. Let's scroll through our overlays. 23 guys have set a lap in practice here. Well, we are going to advance the session. This is going to be we've raced here before, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. We raced here, but it was at night, so we're here in the day now. We've also done street stock race here before. We've done Atlanta, all the versions of Atlanta with all the cars and all the times now. One of our top quality tracks. But with that being said, we will start to advance this session here in 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are ready to get started with qualifying. We got a full field, so might as well get it going. So we can have the green flag right at 7 Central or 8 Eastern. Look at that, 5 minutes on the clock, right? Exactly. Here for qualifying. Let's see who's got what it takes. Who's first? Who's first? We scroll through. We got Keith Ingram on the bottom, but it's Larkin Boyer. It's going to be first to set a lap here. Getting out on the racetrack. We got Justin Wallace as well. See what the YouTube people are saying. Anyone in the chat? Gavin Smith, let's go get this 16 into victory lane after scoring second twice. That's right, Gavin Smith recently, and I guess, I don't know, I don't know what he's been racing, but he's been racing something with mini stocks. Finished second a few times. We'll see if Gavin Smith, one of the big-time underdogs of the series, see if he's able to get a win here. Justin Wallace, a new regular. He's raced like the last many races, a part of the Big Johnson racing team. Gavin Smith never has won yet. He's got a plethora of starts as well. Bruce Dudley making his debut here in the number 12 car. Vince Henschel in the number 3 making his debut as well. We got Larry Covey making his debut. John Ganos making his debut. Cameron Face has also made like 5 or 6 starts and is still looking for that first win. You can argue got robbed at Lime Rock Park, the most recent SimStock race. Could argue that he got robbed. Here we got Chase Modzalewski in the number 77 car. Another driver still looking for his first win. Levi Lipe won the third ever SimStock race, so he's already got the wins crossed off. Almost won at Las Vegas, which was like a week after that, and really since hasn't raced a whole lot, but when he has been one of the more aggressive drivers and has caused some of the wrecks, so we'll see if he's able to tone down. Perry Gammon making his debut. Luke Underwood, we already talked about him being a winner in SimStock. Boy, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, underdog win for a series regular yet, Luke Underwood. Brad Cmejla still looking for his first win here. See if that's going to come. Michael Good went on an incredible streak, 2 wins in a row last Friday. And actually, no, that was 2 weeks ago Friday. He's way up the track. Not going to be a good lap. But he won 2 in a row, and then Friday at Lime Rock and other tracks. Was his worst career night. Austin K. Mitchell's also been pretty aggressive in times. Keith Ingram, one of the more star-studded drivers in the field. Joseph Tucker, he's back. He hasn't raced since the first couple races. But we got a lot of aggressive, heavy-hitter names here. A lot of aggressive drivers for this 12-lap race. Blake Crane is back. He did some of the earlier races. Mark Patrick Roy, I don't know if he's made a start here, but Mark Patrick Roy, he's definitely done some races. He's been in the session. What we're trying to get out there. Who else we got? Zayden Cortinas right here, back in the number 12. But everyone getting laps in. George Carafiti's also finally got a win, and he's still the owner of the most starts award. He's done all races here except 2. Here in SimStock. 30 laps of action. Michael Good on the pits. And that leaves us with Corey Cook, who's now on the race yard. 25 cars setting laps so far. We'll see what George Kirafides has for us here. He's going to cut that apron and go all the way down, which is allowed. That's how you make up the time here in qualifying. But either way, this is going to be a classic right here. It's going to be, I think, a lot of wrecks, but try to keep it green as much as we can. I guess SimStock is at that point now where honestly we can start password protecting these, still get 20 guys to come out, so there'll come a time. But on the track these last 2 cars are, and this is going to run out of time here in like a minute or so, and then we'll be able to get the racing action underway. We will hop into the voice chat and explain the precautions to these drivers. A lot of people making their debuts. And Corey Cook jumps up to 3rd. How about that for the brand new debut driver? And Thomas Bennett as well up to 2nd. So there are some brand new names who are already making going to be up front starting here. And it looks like all the cars are tracking up. George Carafiti still running some practice laps at this point. Out here up on the speedway, George Carafiti's. You know what? We're going to make this our photo finish camera. Take a look at us. Zoom in. We'll have a photo finish camera set up here. And we're going to advance to the next session with 9 seconds remaining. But let's start explaining the rules to some of these fellas. Make sure we get the right voice channel. All right, guys, we got a full field of cars once again here at Atlanta. Full field of SimStock racing cars. Now you can tune in live. We are broadcasting this live. I'm commentating live on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel. We got, after this, coming up, Street Stocks at Phoenix. That's old Phoenix, the 2008 version. After that, maybe a surprise race. You might have 3 on the night. Since it looks like a lot of people are coming out, we might very just well have a 3rd race. But maybe not. Depends how the races go here. If they're clean, then we might have a 3rd one. If they're dirty races, then we'll have to end the night early. But either way, we got SimStock here, and common rules. Make sure we're being clean and respectful. No intentional wrecking. No intentionally wrecking, and especially collecting other cars. We will ban you. We will also penalize you if you deliberately cause a wreck, whether it be if it's an accident. We'll still penalize you if it's clear and obvious here. But with that being said, cautions, lap cars under cautions are able to get laps back on the outside. Make sure you get laps back on the outside. You have 1 fast repair. So for anyone who's new here, you can get your laps back under caution. We will clear those black flags. If you get too many laps back to the point where you're scored as the race leader, you'll also get kicked. Control car must launch in the restart zone on the front straightaway. Any jumping the restart, and it must be the control car, the car on the inside. Jump in the start will be reviewed, and you might have to serve a drive-through penalty. So with that being said, I know a lot of you guys like to be aggressive, so watch it, because this race, the apron is allowed, especially in the tri-oval. That's a great opportunity to make passes, but make sure you're letting cars back up if they're going to make apron passes. I know you might not want to, but to avoid a wreck, give them the space necessary. But if you do make a pass on the apron, make sure you keep in mind that you might not be let up, and then we'll have to black flag you, move you to the back on the next restart. But there is 1 fast repair, and looking at it now, it looks like we'll end up having 26 loaded in. It looks like a couple guys ended up leaving or pit starting here before the session, but basically that's the general rundown live on MC Motorsports YouTube. You can tune in live and watch the broadcast live, or you can watch it after the race. So we got a lot of new names here. The Discord link, we have a Discord server. That's also in the YouTube channel description. Let's get it going. Well, an interesting point that we just noticed is that Corey Cook has disconnected due to internet connection problems. Corey Cook was qualified 3rd and now has internet problems. So, very interesting. A point I forgot to mention in the drivers' meeting was how cautions won't be thrown for every wreck. So some of our new names, hopefully. You know, one thing we haven't had yet was a troll who was literally parked on the field, or it was a lap car and just turned into the pack. We've never seen that yet, so we're thankful for all the respective behaviors. Looks like about 26, 27 end up loading in for the race, especially with Corey Cook disconnected. You see the 4 names there on the bottom left right there who are not noted. But with that, it is time to get racing action underway from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. A full field of cars effectively, and through the green flag they go. Cameron Face gonna get the green flag already, bobbing and weaving on the front straightaway. Look at this. Love the camera angles that we're offered here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And they so far, oh, we got trouble in the back. Already got cars around. George Carafides, it's a 4-car, small little spin. Oh, hard contact. You see Brad Cmejla collected in this one. Already got cars spinning in the back, but we stay green. Back up front. It's going to be Cameron Face with a big shove from Chase Mazalewski. Chase Mazalewski also wants to join that GoldenEye Express racing team. One of the new powerhouse teams. We saw Bruce Dudley also collected in that early little spin there. Looks like someone thought they were clear and wasn't. Ended up getting spun around. Takes out some good underdog drivers like George Carafides, Brad Cmejla, Bruce Dudley. Oh, we got a wrecking in the back. Blake Covey, Jordan John. Back up the track goes Blake Crane. It's Blake Crane. And they all save it for now. Everyone able to save their cars so far. And already 2 distinct packs. Thomas Bennett making his debut here. Already up on the outside. Cameron Face still looking for that first SimStock victory. He also looking to lead this lap here. Look at this photo finish camera. Who's it going to be? Cameron Face going to lead that lap. Look at this. Michael Good 3 wide through the middle. This is going to get real sketchy. Vince Hedges on the inside. Oh, he's going to turn around Mark Patrick Roy. Oh, and Zayden Cortinas is wrecking. Hard on the wall goes the majority of the field. And the caution is going to wave early. Mark Patrick Roy looks like takes a lazy spin. And otherwise, oh, John Ganas piles into Zayden Cortinas. Perry Gannon also collected. Cars flying their way through. Brad Cmejla. Here's the number 25 of Larry Covey. Bruce Dudley trying to make his way through. A couple synchronized crashes here. Let's take a look at what started it. And you see the number 3, that's Vince Henschel to the inside. He's going to turn that 39 around. Ends up spinning them right here. Zayden Cortinas just slips up the racetrack, comes down into Joseph Tucker. Keith Ingram collected in this in the back. All right, oh, Larkin Boyer nowhere to go. Hard in the wall these guys hit. Oh boy, some heavy hitting names already going to have to use a fast repair. Oh, right there you see John Ganas get squeezed by number 28 of Fox. Up into the number 12 machine. Already a lot of cars damaged here. Let's take a look at what happened on lap number 1 to some of these cars. Right here you'll see Bruce Dudley going to get into Larry Covey. That's going to get into George Karafides and Brad Cmejla. Bruce Dudley. Oh, Levi Light piles into George Karafides. Some hard impacts all throughout the field here. But already an early caution. Keith Ingram not going to use a fast repair despite that damage. Look at that. That car is killed. But he doesn't use a fast repair. And Blake Crane updated status to out of the race. It sounds like. So the caution is going to wave early on in this one here. Wow, Mark Patrick Roy is going to be 6th after spinning. Very interesting. Cameron Fayes so far. Been leading most of the laps, if not all of them so far here. So it'll be interesting to see if he can hang on. Now we talked about Cameron Fayes. Always seems to run up front one way or another, whether it be internet problems or other issues, ends up disconnecting and blinking, or just gets spun or just gets kind of robbed. Like at Lime Rock, a lap car ends up parking in the middle of the track and comes down into him as he was leading. It threw the caution flag as we had to kick that lap car out, drew the caution right there, and then just wasn't. It was a side-by-side battle in the last lap. Ultimately got forced off the track. So tough deal. But Cameron Fayes going to a track where he finished 2,000ths and off the lead for the win in 2nd and Rebel Valley Sim Club last week. Street stocks at Legacy Phoenix. So Cameron Fayes got some opportunities tonight, and then race 3, if he's still going to race, might be an option as well. That if we actually do a race 3 or not. Ultimately depends on time and how we feel, or how many people are watching the stream, how many people are racing, how many people will sign up for the next race, and what track options do we have. Well, I don't know. Got a lot of choices. But look at this pack. Luke Underwood has scored a lap down, but he will not have time to get a lap back. And we do waiver on the guys who don't have voice chat on, who don't know they can get laps back. But it looks like right now it is a 19-car lead lap field, so a lot of cars, about 6-7 cars laps down, are out of the race early here. So the field has been shrinked quite a lot here. Cameron Fayes gonna lead here. Got Chase Monzalewski behind. These guys have history in other series, but they might be putting it aside here at SimStock. He'll have a restart, 24 to go. Cameron Fayes through the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Oh, the number 28 of Fox stacks that outside up. Guys have to take evasive maneuvers. They're going to be 4 wide in the back. Oh, Thomas Bennett going to get help from Austin K. Mitchell on the outside. A 4-car breakaway at the front of the field here. Down the backstretch they go. A full pack of cars. Got a lot of damaged cars to drive, like Keith Ingram damaged. He's probably not going to be able to hang with these guys. Thomas Bennett on the outside. A little bit of a breakaway of the top four. Breaking away for just, oh, contact. Thomas Bennett, Cameron Face going to be side by side in the doors of each other as they go down the front straightaway. And Thomas Bennett going to lead that lap. Austin Mitchell has an opportunity to put it 3 wide right there. Oh, we got Brad Cmejla off the track here. It's the number 9 of Laban Van Leer. We actually haven't seen much of that number 9 yet. It's a brand never practiced, never qualified. And Brad Cmejla gonna get a potential push from Michael Good. And that's just gonna, all that whole fiasco gonna split these packs up. Austin Mitchell looking to the outside as Thomas Bennett able to get the clear. Thomas Bennett, driver from Maine, and Cameron Face. A huge block on the outside on Austin K. Mitchell. And that's gonna ultimately force him way up to the top. Chase Mazelewski now looking to the inside. They got him 3 wide. And that backpack, they're going to have to work together. Larkin Boyer, who's already down a fast repair early, going to have to make some progress. Oh, the outside getting sideways. The number 8 of Jordan Junn looking through the middle. And so thinking better, Thomas Bennett into Austin K. Mitchell's door. Chase Mazelewski, does he make a move to the inside? Thomas Bennett able to block it. How about Justin Wallace running up front? But Mark Patrick Roy looking at his inside. Michael Good back there looking at Brad Cmejla's inside. Those guys not racing, not working together in that second pack, and allow this front pack to continue to pull away. They're 3 wide. iRACING, Jaden Hall, Jordan Junn, Justin Wallace, all 3 wide. Mark Patrick Roy, who spun earlier but got pretty much no damage from it. Yeah, Brad Cmejla, I think, has got some damage on that 83 car from that opening crash, so he is actually not able to hold on. Man, now once Brad Cmejla's not leading that pack, now Larkin Boyer is able to get magneted right back in. To the outside, these cars go. Justin Wallace, they're potentially 4 wide here. Cameron Face, oh! In the wall goes Jordan Junn. Off the right front of Jaden Hall. It's a single car spin in the back. Actually didn't even spin, just made contact with the wall. We stay green. Jordan Junn in his debut is running well. But just a victim of circumstances. He's going to really... Oh, a move for the lead. Chase Mazelewski going to put him 3 wide. Austin K. Mitchell. Cameron Face 4 wide for the lead. How's it going to work out? Oh, Cameron Face comes down on Boyer. And back up the track they go. Caution is going to wave. Cameron Face spins. Couple other cars also collected. The number 9 of Laban Van Leer. Brad Cmejla gets a piece of it. And just like that, they were not able to hold on to the 4 wide. Let's take a look at what took place. So they're 4 wide, and let's see, Chase Mazelewski goes to the inside. Yep, Thomas Bennett left that inside open. And right here it got real crazy. Austin Mitchell didn't even know they were 3 wide. He comes down as if they're 2 wide. And Cameron Face the outside right here. Comes off the wall and right in front of Larkin Boyer, and that's ultimately what triggered this one. Actually, they would have been able to save it. Larkin Boyer already going to have side damage. Justin Wallace, Mark Patrick Roy around once again. Laban Van Leer involved. Brad Cmejla. Oh, just a little bit of contact. Perry Gannon up in the air. So some hard impacts here. It's right on board with the number 83 through this one. He's trying to hang on in the back. They go around. Never lifted, never really tried to avoid, but ends up getting some more damage on the number 83 car. So we'll see if he ends up taking a faster because that car considerably slow compared to these other guys from what we've been able to tell. And a lot of them in the pits here. Let's take a look at who. Cameron Face. Thomas Bennett. Guys taking some repairs, taking some tires. Maybe a fast repair for some of these guys who deem necessary for that. Luke Underwood here. I'm not sure if he's still a lap down or not, or if he just got his lap back. Underwood going to go through the start-finish line, and we'll see how he's scored here. Don't know if he's on the lead lap yet or not. Either way, he should be able to get back on the lead lap. He is blinking. And there's Keith Ingram, who's had a tough one here. Yeah, this number 3 blinking pretty. Oh! Jordan Junn nearly gets clobbered. He is, Jordan John, not where he should be right there. Got to give these cars the opportunity to get laps back, and Luke Underwood takes the lead lap back. But it's a whole pack of cars, and Chase Modzalewski going to be leading here with 17 laps to go. So still a long ways here at Atlanta. Austin K. Mitchell on the outside. So with that, how about Justin Wallace running good? Oh, we got the number 61 of Corey Cook in the YouTube chat. Says, my power went out at the grid. That is very unfortunate. Corey Cook qualified third. Was looking to be a top contending driver tonight, making his debut in the series, and unfortunately, his power goes out, taking him out of a chance. So with that being said, it is time to go back green with 16 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Austin K. Mitchell, very good start. You see back here, they're stacking it up. Brad Schmidt is damaged, unable to make progress, and they're going to be trying to put him. No, Jordan John, oh, they're four, nearly 5 wide back here. That's going to spin around the number 25. Cameron Face collected. Thomas Bennett involved. Luke Underwood, Gavin Smith. Multiple cars involved in the bag. We stay green. Chase Modzalewski back up front with the lead. Man. Brad Cmejla has had damage, really stacked them all up. And how about Michael Good up front here? Larkin Boyer with some damage still up front. Austin K. Mitchell to the inside of Chase. Oh, nearly turns him around. You see the looseness, you see the contact. 15 laps to go, and Austin K. Mitchell just looking for a place to go here in the number 5. He goes to the outside. Does Michael Good go with him? He slots back down to the inside. Everyone getting pushed all throughout the pack here. And it's once again separation. These restarts, cars fan out everywhere trying to make up time. And unfortunately, it ends up usually stacking them up and taking some of them out. Chase Modzalewski with the lead as Austin K. Mitchell look for a move this time. He goes to the outside. He's going to have Jaden Hall up there. 3 wide in the back. Cars scattering. Oh! Contact up front. Chase, can they hang on? No! Jaden Hall, the wall! Everyone's spinning around. It's a huge crash here. Chase Modzalewski, others scatter to avoid. Perry Gannon gets collected. Cars looking to escape. And the caution is going to wave once again. Cars everywhere here. That was a slow wreck. It like took out a lot of cars, but didn't. Let's see what happened. Oh, right there, Chase Modzalewski comes up into Austin K. Mitchell. Michael Good, does he escape? Michael Good ends up hitting the 77 into Jaden Hall. And then Justin Wallace here. Oh. Oh, he goes down trying to avoid. Ends up coming up into Levi Leip. And then they just all pile in up in the air. Like 3 cars up in the air in this one. Down here, Levi Leip spins up. Oh, collects in Cortinas. You see Brad Cmejla spin around here. Let's see what happened to him here. We see, oh, drifted it through the grass. Was able to hang on. Oh, back up the track pretty deliberately. And George Karafides, he was able to, looks like, make it through. Wow, just chaos here. This is photo worthy right here. Apologies as we get a picture of this. This is a good pick of all the chaos in action here. Teo Mitchell in the Hainaut VC, but looks like unable to join in. Got another new racer in the Discord here. Give him a roll and bring this field back to reality here. And once again, we see here what a massive crash, really. While we have time, let's just look at it again here. Poor Keith Ingram here. I mean, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go here for him. Levi Light comes down into Brad Cmejla. Jordan John. Whoa. How about Jordan John? We talked about him damaged earlier. Might have taken a fast repair. And watch this avoidance. He gets slammed by Brad Cmejla right here. Oh, has to save it. And then they all end up wrecking. And that actually was for the good. Look at this. Sees part. And he's able to go through the middle and avoid. That brings us with a pretty interesting front three. Larkin Boyer, Michael Good, Mark Patrick Roy. Wow. Underdogs everywhere. Bruce Dudley. A field of underdogs at the front of the field here. Larkin Boyer still looking for his first win. It's actually Michael Good scored the race leader here. So it's going to be a 10-lap shootout here at Atlanta. The field makes their remarks as they double up. Let's look through the field. Who do we have? Luke Underwood, he's found his way back to the lead lap. I don't even know if he's used a fast repair yet in that number 3. So potentially a good situation for him. LeBan Van Leer's already down a fast repair. Jaden Hall just took a fast repair. I mean, a lot of these guys have taken their fast repairs now. And back here, it's kind of chaotic. Thomas Bennett, man. He was in a good position, but there's still 20-plus cars on the lead lap. Justin Wallace was up front all race. Ends up getting turned. He's now going to start, looks like, about 23rd. Thomas Bennett going to slide into his respective position. And I don't really see anyone too damaged here. Oh, trouble. Big stack up here. Cars trying to find a place to go. But with 10 laps to go, I see the only damaged car is Brad Cmejla's number 83. Seems to have some pretty significant damage. Seemingly been collected in most of the wrecks, but he was able to make some pace there on that last start. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues on this next restart. Look at these camera angles that are offered here at Atlanta. Great wide views. And Brad Cmejla was unable to get a good start last time. Really stacked them up. So, and he's already laying back here. So we'll have to see how that car is able to go this time. But the rules are you can't deliberately jump a start. But if there is a stack up, you are able to make maneuvers. And the green flag is back in the air. You already see Jaden Hall, the outside back there. Oh, you see Luke Underwood struggling to get going. And there, once again, might be 4 wide as they come up the racetrack. They're 5 wide plus. And another wreck on the restart. We got him upside down. Jaden Hall up and over in the number 6 car. Man, these restarts in the back are just straight chaos. Oh, another one of them spinning around. It's Vince Henschel. Back up the racetrack he goes. But we have a pack of cars up front, and we're going to stay green. It's a small pack. These guys are going to have to work for it. Up and over goes Jaden Hall, and he's already took a fast, but that will be the end of his race. Oh, Brad Cmejla going to be up the track there. Oh, he's going to get up into Zayden Cortinas. And around he goes. Oh, and Thomas Bennett as well. Multiple cars end up spinning around here. Got him piling up in the back. Justin Wallace, Larry Covey, others involved, and that's going to bring out another caution flag. Too many things going on here. Got him upside down, Jaden Hall. Brad Cmejla hard on the wall, and I just don't know what was going on. All over the place was the number 83 machine of Brad Cmejla. Let's take a look at what happened here. This is really odd. I think he's trying to push the number 39 and ends up getting squirrely and then gets hit. And yeah, he's just all over the place squirrely. I think trying to stay behind the 39. Ends up getting right into his teammate, Zayden Cortinas. And right here's where the other incidents took place. Hard in the wall goes a couple of these guys, and Vince Henschel hard in the wall as well. And how was Justin Wallace collected in this one? Oh! Oh, what a tough break. Justin Wallace out of the race with that. Take a look inside. Brad Cmejla Comes down the racetrack and man. What a tough break for Justin Wallace, who all throughout his career has just seemed to have no luck. And watch this on the restart here. Guys stacking it up. Cameron Faith goes to the inside. And while he comes up the track, hits Vince Henschel. And then that slams him right into Jaden Hall. And Jaden Hall gets up in the air. Somehow not more cars, actually never fully flipped over, but somehow not more cars collected in this one. Back here, Vince Henschel ended up spinning around. But they all ended up really saving it for the most part. And with that, all these cars now on the racetrack. As we make it 1 to green. Never mind. Gonna take it 2 to green here. Let this caution run out. We got a couple cars like Zayden Cortinas, Fox, and Gaiman still getting repairs in. Gonna need time for them to catch up, so it'll be a nice 5-lap shootout when it's all said and done. And look at this. We got some competitors up front. Competitors everywhere. Here's Cortinas catching up, and here's the number 28 of Brian Fox looking to catch up, and then Perry Gammon. Yeah, we don't want to screw these guys. Brad Schmill also needing laps back. Larry Covey's been out of the race for a little bit. How about Jordan John? How about Bruce Dudley? This top 4, this top 5, this top 6 is pretty interesting right here. This is a very interesting top 6. A top 6 of full underdogs in my books. I mean, Michael Good's pretty good. He's got 2 wins, so I don't know if we can consider him an underdog, but still. Otherwise, everyone looking for their first win until George Karafides. It is just a full field of cars. Everyone trying to catch back up here. It'll be a 5-lap shootout. Here in this one. So it's been quite the wreckfest as predicted, but still good racing throughout. We got Evan in the chat. He says, go Mateo. Well, I hate to break it to you. Mateo not in the race. There is only Austin Mitchell in the race, not Mateo Mitchell. But Mateo believing that he's going to do the next one here. So we got him lined up, and we got him getting ready to go for what will be a very interesting shootout to the end. But look back here. Keith Ingram, Chase Modzelewski, Austin K. Mitchell, Cameron Face. They are lined up back here. These are the heavy hitters back here. We usually see them real up front, but they've had to go through some adversity through this race, and they are going to have to drive their way through the field. And with that, it's going to come some aggressive moves and potentially some wrecks. The field looking to get their way through and rolling. As we get to the restart zone, Michael Good going to be the control car. Mark Patrick Roy in the number 39 on the outside. Green flag. Back in the air. They're stacking it up on the inside. Already 3 wide. Look at maybe 4 wide. Way in the back. That's Luke Underwood blinking out. And in the back, are they going to be able to survive once is my question in the back. Looks like finally the backpack able to make it through a restart. But here's Cameron Face on Chase Modzelewski. Oh, it's not going to be good here. 4 wide. Into the apron goes Cameron Face. What did I just say? Aggressive moves are going to happen. Vince Henschel, Gavin Smith. Spin on the inside. We stay green. Oh, Brian Fox into Chase Modzelewski's door. Oh, and Austin K. Mitchell going to be up the track and around in front of the field. Oh, we got to flip it over. It's Brad Cmejla who's upside down for the 2nd night in a row. And another wreck in the front of the field is going to bring out yet another caution flag. Austin K. Mitchell and Brad Cmejla going to be up and over once again. And the number 83. Last week at Charlotte was also upside down. And this wreck takes out numerous names. Wow. Austin K. Mitchell. What happened? Adam Smith was just crazy. We knew it would be crazy. Gets into the door of the 7 car and ends up overcorrecting. So it looks like just pretty much all his fault. Larkin was holding his line, it looked like, and Larkin ends up with no damage right down into Keith Ingram, who's already had a fast repair, so Keith Ingram won't see victory lane in this race. Chase Montzelewski ends up hitting him, and Brad Cmejla kind of just drives into the number 28 car. It goes up in the air. It goes quickly back on all fours. So it has been a tough stretch for the number 83 car. Let's ride on board. At that point, when they're all wrecking, you got to go to the inside right there. Ends up just getting hit. It's been a tough situation for him in these recent times. But already down a fast repair. We'll see if he ends up just nursing this thing home, which I think is what he might end up doing. So it will be a 2-lap shootout. We'll run this caution flag out. And we hope, wow, Cameron Face. What some great moves were made. Watch him on this restart here. A clean start, didn't even jump, was actually pretty far behind the pack, and then look what happened here. Wow, Chase just leaves the inside open, and Cameron goes to the inside. And then Keith Ingram leaves it open as well. And Cameron goes right on through. And down the inside he goes. They're 3 wide, close quarter race. Brian Fox gets up into the 77. That almost caused a wreck of their own back there. And yeah, maybe Larkin did drift up a little, looking at it again. And then right here, look at this. Ends up getting phased right through instead of getting turned right there. I wonder if Face is, let's go inside her with him. So I bet you his steering was turned. Oh yeah, look at that. That really shows a skilled driver. When drivers are able to be that spatially aware of what's happening, he's able to tell that this 5 is coming down. Look at his wheel just on the bottom left. Look at that, crank all the way to the left, just to prevent it from getting right reared. It's ultimately going to allow him not to get right reared. They were like 4 wide up here. This almost got sketchy up here as well, as the caution was being thrown. But there, a lot of the field damaged. Look at this. Golden Knight Express running 3 identical paint schemes up here. Oh, got trouble back here. Luke Underwood and Thomas Bennett, some contact. Thomas Bennett was up front early, ends up being a non-factor after he pitted, and ended up pretty much not being able to get to the front ever since. It looks like Luke Underwood going to let him by. Yeah, Luke's been struggling big time with some blinking problems, and ultimately that's going to be the difference for him. Vince Henschel is out of the race after his spin in the number 3 car. He's going to finish 20th, it looks like. But LeBan Van Leer in the 9 in his debut, also in contention. And Jordan Junn, who's also gone through a lot of adversity this race, up front. Look at the Golden Eye Express cars. Teammates going to be lined up right here. Oh, it's going to be tough to beat them. But Michael Good going to have the lead on this restart. Here we go. Going to be a 2-lap shootout. Brad Cmejla was upside down. Is going to nurse that thing home, and he's scored 12th. Maybe an opportunity to get a top 10. But Michael Good going to bring him to the restart zone. 2-lap shootout. It's overtime here on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel. How about Jordan Junn with a great restart? And George Carafiti's back there as well, making progress. 2 laps to go. We got the damaged cars filing to the back, and Michael Good and Jordan Junn are side by side. Where does Larkin Boyer go in the number 7? He's got Cameron Face pushing him right behind. First biggest question, do we make it to the white flag, or will we see him wreck once again, sending us to double overtime? Oh, Jordan Junn tries to block, unable to on Michael Good. Oh, they're getting real compacted, real tight. Larkin Boyer, he's in a position to get a win here. Cameron Face going to have to make a quick move to the inside. Larkin blocks it. What a move by the 7. He's going to have a chance to take the lead. 1 lap to go. Cameron Face all the way down low. They're 4 wide for the lead. Larkin's going to get turned. The whole field explodes into 1. Jordan Junn upside down. Others up and over as well. Back up front. LeBan Van Leer takes the lead with help from Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. The Golden Eye Express cars are in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. What it's going to go? What's going to get done? Wow, LeBan Van Leer slips up the track. Bruce Dudley gets turned and coming to the line. It's going to be Luigi turns up at the start-finish line. Barry Gammon. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Perry Perry Gammon wins one of the greatest finishes in SimStock history. Perry Gammon makes his debut, comes from nowhere, and wins this race. Oh my goodness, I haven't screamed like that for a finish in many weeks. But Perry Gammon on the outside is going to get his first win in his first start. How about that, Perry Gammon? Whoa, remember he got squeezed into Cortina's earlier, and he's a faster pair. Came through a lot, and he's going to burn it down. Where did he come from? How about that? Oh, he damaged the car too much. Won't even have a chance to burn it out. Look at this at the line. Oh, it's going to be close. Right there, clearly ahead. Right there. Yeah, one of the closest finishes here in SimStock history. Get a picture of this thing. How about that? Yeah. Voice is going to be shattered for the rest of the week now. But Perry Gammon, look at how this transpired. Let's watch all the way back. On the restart, Michael Good. And what ended up happening to Michael Good? Oh, yep. This was incredible. Well, Michael Good, here's the first mistake. You got to go right now. You got to block that. I mean, it's coming. That pass to Larkin. Larkin, what a move Larkin made. And Larkin, too. He's got to go all the way to the bottom because you just know Cameron's going to make a move there. Got to protect. And right here, this is a huge wreck. All these cars end up sacrificing themselves up on the outside. Zayden Cortinas. There's Perry Gammon who makes it through. Oh, he was like 10th on the last lap. Oh, Luke Underwood gets impacted hard in the wall. Got him upside down. Brad Cmejla finishes 8th with that destroyed race car. And up front, watch what happened here. Laban Van Leer in the number 9 car. Leading in the final course. And this is incredible pictures because take a look at what we see here. GoldenEye Express, that's the team. All those duplicated cars are all lined up. Well, Laban, I don't even think he's getting pushed here. He just hits the apron, messes up, and opens the door. That was a big mistake. I don't even think he got pushed. Oh, Bruce Dudley might have won this race if he didn't get turned here by Chase Modzalewski. And watch this. At this point, it's just going to be a drag race. Got Cameron Face up there as well. And Luigi gets into the number 9, turns him around. Cameron goes low. Perry goes high. Cameron just need to go a little bit lower, I think. All the way in the grass. And they all make impacts, and at this point, who knows? Man, I set up this photo finish camera. It was perfect. And watch at the line. Perry Gammon just barely in front, and GoldenEye Express will come home with no victory. There it is, at the line. We zoom into our super zoom camera. What might be the greatest last lap in SimStock history. Take a look at that. Perry Gammon in the number 198 car. Gonna get his first win in SimStock history. Look at it in real speed. Wow. Car's nursing it home. Man, Jordan Junn. Mark Patrick Roy, what a race he had in the number 39. Just look at this crash once again here that took place up in the catch fence. Nearly goes Jordan Junn. Man, big wrecks. Michael Good, who led pretty much a lot of the race, will end up coming home with a poor finish. But what a race. Michael Good, 13th, he ends up finishing. Well, with that being said, we will begin the creations here of the next session. Phoenix. It's a lifting track. These guys, it's a skilled track. What a finish we got to witness here. Well, I don't know if Perry's in the Discord or not, so I don't know if we'll be able to actually hear from him. But we are going to make the next session here. All right. Gonna be probably 15 minutes should be good enough here. Free track, 2 minutes, two laps qualifications, 30-lap race. Cars, we got the street stocks. At Phoenix. So which one do we have? Got the original Phoenix setup that we can apply. And we'll get to this session creation. Well, unfortunately, it looks like Perry is not in the Discord, so we will not be able to hear from our race winner. But turns out we weren't aware, but Laban Van Leer, this makes this way more comical. Laban Van Leer was also on GoldenEye Express, so that's something we messed up. That makes it all more funny because GoldenEye Express had the entire pack, their cars pretty much. And then they let Perry Gannon win. Boy. Yep, they just came together, and that right there is, if that happened in one of our MC Motorsport races, that would be a very tough one to swallow. Kind of like Cameron Face's .002. So me and him, we still look back, and we still think back to that one, and what could have been. But yeah, it was aggressive moves there on that last lap, and here we are now. And it is SimStock from Phoenix. This one will fill out probably, I would assume. It's a free track, a free car. Wow. So race session number 2 is going to be going up here. It is up. It is up. Well, we're getting new word that apparently Libman was not on the team since he didn't run the mandated scheme there. So apparently we're right, but we're wrong. Either way, it is street stock time. For the first time in many races, going back to the street stocks. What track can we go to for race 3 if we have that? I think Kansas with the mini stocks could be a solid choice, but because we're probably not going to race Friday. We're getting word here. We're getting new word that we're probably not going to be able to race Friday now. So apparently I don't even know what I was saying. I forgot. Michael Good not happy at the finish. So with that, we are here, and here is now. Gonna get the camera angle set up, and then we'll get this one underway. At Legacy Phoenix, our first, I don't know, might be like our first skilled track with these cars. Kind of a longer track than like a short track. And these cars are loose, they're slippery, they're slidey. Tires are gonna play a factor. It is going to be interesting. Pretty much everyone who did race 1 is back for race number 2. Looks like mini stock Kansas is where we might just go for the freaking third race, bonus race, since we're not racing Friday. Hell, I mean, freaking put up a 4th race. The people are out. The demand is there. The night is good so far. It's a full field of cars. Filling these joints out every session now. Wow, great camera angles here again. Let's show you guys the action on the racetrack. We got all sorts of new drivers here. Take a look. Adam Gordon making his debut. Who else? Chase Modzalewski is back. Brad Cmejla is back. Gavin Smith is back. Mateo Mitchell is back. Yeah, I like this guy. He's won in his debut just like Perry Gammon just did. George Karafides. Levi Lipe we saw. Look at how loose it is. Mark Patrick Roy spins around. Alonso Morales is back. He did, I think, a race, mini stock Old Charlotte. He's back. Great to see him back. Tanner Tager back for the first time in a long time. Zach Murs making his debut. Cameron Face. Larkin Boyer. And the 98th this time, Bruce Dudley. Damian Bowers. Which Mitchell is it on top? It might be Mateo Mitchell. And this Mateo Mitchell fella, He seems to be pretty damn good. Could be a brand new heavy hitter in the series. We're not really sure, and he is leading by significant numbers. Really, Cameron Face and Mateo Mitchell have a collective lead on a majority of the pack. Damian Bowers from Liberty, Indiana, one of the new racers. Carson Powers, one of the new racers. I mean, we got new racers here as far as the eye can see. But you'll go. What can we expect here? More of a pack race, or are we going to see more of, you know, spread out race? I think we'll have little packs, you know, wherever these cars are. Speed-wise is where they'll probably end up in the pack. So these cars that are similar in lap times, I think this race you might see some, you know, interesting developments. Lap cars are going to play a factor definitely here. It's going to be a full field at a much smaller racetrack than what we're accustomed to. And that mini stock Kansas race will also be in the day here. We've done that track at night before with pretty much every time we've been there. So looking to have a change of scenery. Braden Dent. Good to see Mark Patrick Roy back. But it is a plethora of drivers here in this field. And if we are full, we will begin advancing this thing. It is a full field of cars. A full field of cars. And with that, we will advance to the next session, which will be qualifying. Look at that. Austin Mitchell and Cameron Face are tied in lap times. Mark Patrick Roy is now within striking distance. So qualifying will begin here. And Tanner Tager will be the first car out on the racetrack, making his return to SimStock. Austin K. Mitchell. Well, there's two Mitchells, and Austin K. Mitchell's back. Keith Ingram is back. Cameron Face, Brad Cmejla, Zayden Cortinas, David Brunson, Michael Good, Chase Modzalewski, Larkin Boyer, Robert Healy, a new racer, Zach Mers, Levi Leip, Jordan Junn, Braden Dent, spinning around already, Mateo Mitchell, George Karafides, Adam Gordon, Ethan Dubrowski, already also sideways. Look at that, just in qualified, man. These cars are going to be without control here in the race. Damian Bowers. Tanner Tager will set the first lap. He's up the racetrack at turns 3 and 4. But there's different lines. The outside could be just as strong as the bottom. Tanner Tager's first lap is going to be a 32.84. Cameron Face. Oh, Zayden Cortinas within range, 200s off. Braden Dent around once again. Yeah, he's been struggling here. Already seen him go around once before. Oh, and I'm making a mistake. I'm clearing black flags on the freaking qualifying laps. But there is no penalties, so it won't matter. Can't do that. Already see it's 75 Chase Modzalewski. That's a deceiving apron right there. Really easy to get onto. It will mess up your lap. Mateo Mitchell is going to be, look how close they are in the top 3. This could be a shootout between these cars. Looks like no one really far ahead. Mateo Mitchell, no improvements on lap number 2. Robert Healy going to be 20th place. Mark Patrick Roy had good speed in practice. We'll see what he's going to be able to do here. Gavin Smith slots in 10th. Mark Patrick Roy. I will be right back. I'm going to go get some food. Another new racer is in. That would be Aiden Shrine. Oh boy, one of them last names where it can go one way or another. And he is sliding this car around. Bruce Dudley in the pits. Otherwise here, there's some other drivers getting some last practice laps in. This will be the biggest. This will be something right here. Asphalt Media did this track Wednesday night, and there was only like 12 of, literally like 10 of us in it. It was already crazy enough. We advance the session, and we will start talking and communicating here with these drivers.
Yes, shut up, Robert.
All right, fellas, we are live on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel. You can tune in and listen in live, or you can watch it later. Race 2 of potentially 3 on the night. We might be going to mini stocks at Kansas after this one, potentially, depending on how this goes and what we are on for time. So if we have a nice clean little caution race, we'll have time to fill in a race 3. But with that being said, got a full field on a shorter track, so it's going to be interesting. But make sure everyone's being clean and respectful. I know we got a lot of new names, and we are, live on YouTube. People are watching, so make sure you're being respectful. No intentional wrecking. I know there's going to be some contact and beef, but limit intentional wrecking, especially if others are collected, innocent bystanders are collected, could be a ban from the session and the series. But yeah, lap cars, get out of the way on the outside of the racetrack, please, under the green conditions. Under cautions, anyone can get a lap back. Under yellow flag conditions, go to the outside to get laps back. We will clear all black flags on the restarts. Control car must launch in the restart zone. There is a restart zone, must launch there. No jumping the start if you're deep in the field. Can't catch up to the pack and not slow down and just pass everyone. You'll be instantly banned. We won't throw cautions for every spin. We will throw cautions for only the big ones up front. Big ones in the middle pack. Track blockers, all those elements will be cause for caution flag. So everyone, we're live on MC Motorsports YouTube, the Discord server, where you can see all the rules and all the information about this series is in the YouTube description as well. So make your way there and click on that link and join on in to be a part of the weekly SimStock action. Let's get it started.
Shut up, Marty.
What's the ban again, Marty?
I wasn't here. This is for everyone.
Oh, one last thing. We have one fast repair as well for everyone. One fast repair, so use it wisely. Infinite tire changes.
Unban DQ, Marty.
And already you can just hear what we have for a field. Some of these children in here. Gonna make this one real interesting, guys. We have a scheme that didn't load here, so I don't know who this is. LeVan Van Leer. So we're gonna try to refresh the paints here. Get some of these schemes reloaded. But it is already 1 to green. And with that means we're coming to the green flag here, just like that. And it's gonna be Cameron Face, who once again will start from the pole. Here we come. Phoenix Street Stocks underway. What do we have for camera angles? Already got cars on the inside making moves and maneuvers. Let's go take a look through the field, see what we got. So far, so good. Everyone being able to move their way through so far. Got a car sideways right there. Got them piloted up in the back. Numerous cars around. Oh, we stay green. And into the corners they go. Look at this. It's pretty much pack racing, slipping and sliding, though. I'm not really sure how big the draft is here. Gavin Smith going to get turned, and the schemes aren't loading in. I don't know who it is. Oh, we got him piling it up in the front straightaway. Caution is going to wave. It's a track blocker. Larkin Boyer collected. David Brunson involved. Number 19 of LeBan Van Leer. That scheme is loaded. But it's a quick caution flag here early on. And already it looks like Bruce Dudley going to have some significant damage on the number 12. Let's take a look at what happened here to Bruce Dudley since the start of this one. I think he was involved in this one. Oh, man. And this just car gets in. The 49 spins in the back. Up in the air goes Braden Dent. And he's going to haul hard impact with the wall. Now back up front it was Gavin Smith. We got turned off the front of Larkin Boyer. But that wasn't the cause of this one here. Oh, it was the cause of this one. Larkin Boyer ends up going around in front of the field, and no one has anywhere to go. Whoa, look at the 31 car making his way through. Everyone just kind of looking to make their way through this one here. And with that, we already got the caution flag out on the speedway, and we're going to get the 1 to green next time by. So already all sorts of chaos. Bruce Dudley already going to have to get some laps back here. And it is now 1 lap to green. It's like Zach got the number 22 here in the pits. Luke Underwood. Oh, that's too bad. Zach Murs also collected with damage. So already a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of new names already going to be out of this one or down a fast repair. Already a majority of the field with damage. As we get back to the green flag. A quick caution. Cameron Face was leading there. Mateo Mitchell. It's a good field of competitive cars up front. And when these guys battle, that'll keep some of these guys who are outside, you know, who don't have a lot of speed in contention still. Cameron Face going to take him to the green once again here. The control car once again. Launch into the restart zone. A great restart for Cameron Face. Keith Ingram getting blocked by Austin K. Mitchell down there, and already the full pack of cars going to make their way into turns 1 and 2. Oh, round goes Park Patrick Roy. Whoa, in front of the field. And it's ultimately somehow, some way. Oh, others collected. A couple of the GoldenEye Express cars. Oh, and Brad Cmejla collected as well. And it's once again piling it up here down the back straightaway. And the caution's going to wave once again. Mark Patrick Roy slide another one around. Larkin Boyer. They're still wrecking. Cars piling into cars. Why? Let's take a look at how this one unfolded. Well, let's see what took place. It looks like Mark Patrick Roy just gets turned by Austin K. Mitchell. Gonna spin him around pretty deliberately right there. Will be an EOL penalty. Now, I'm not sure how these other cars got collected. Looks like Jordan Junn got into Brad Cmejla right there, trying to avoid the outside cars. Gavin Smith spins, and they all just kind of piled in back here. Meanwhile, up front, the wrecking wasn't over. Larkin Boyer, oh, this was a lap car spun out right in front of the leaders, so it'll once again likely be a quick caution here, but just a melee here in this pack. Austin Mitchell gonna go to the pits. So no EOL will be necessary, it looks like. And Brad Cmejla ended up getting turned into the outside wall. Oh, we got a car piling into the pit wall here. That's gonna be Bruce Dudley, I believe. Hard contact. Might be the end of his race. But either way, an unfortunate situation for a lot of these cars. Already a ton of drivers down fast repairs. Mark Patrick Roy spun around. It was almost looking to be good. Almost looking like we could have kept that one green. A couple cars just kind of spun around. Ended up collecting more cars. Looks like only one clean green flag lap has been completed, if not even that. A mini stock Kansas at this rate will not happen here. But if it does, it'll be coming up. 15-minute practice. Cameron Face in the 85 car is going to be a race leader. And for the third time, we'll have an opportunity. Here we go. Green flag going to be back in the air. Green back in the air. Underway once again. Already got him wrecking on the start. Couple cars around. Braden Dent, one of them. And down the backstretch they go, able to make it cleanly through 1 and 2. And this will be your front four. Adam Gordon and the number 95, Zayden Cortinas, Mateo Mitchell, Cameron Face. Cameron slipping and sliding. Tire wear is big here at Phoenix, so you got to watch it. Got 3 wide racing here throughout the pack. Jordan Junn in the number 8 car. But they are 3 wide. Meanwhile, back up front, great racing still at the front of the field. There's Braden Dent in the 27, damaged. Mateo Mitchell looking at that outside, but Zayden Cortinas going to get to the inside. If these guys battle side by side, that will allow Cameron Face to pull away even more here. Oh, Mateo Mitchell loose. That car fully sideways on the outside. He's going to lose time. Unfortunate there for Mateo Mitchell. And that's going to make Cameron Face your leader. And Zayden Cortinas going to get a push, and that's really going to allow Cameron Face to pull away. The whole pack has to slow down to avoid. Mateo Mitchell goes back up into second. Looking back here, cars continuing to battle hard. See Brad Cmejla back on the racetrack. But now Cameron Face with a pretty sizable lead here. Might be able to get some green flag laps in here. But any spin here in this main pack will likely bring out a caution because they're just going to be right in front of everyone. So Tanner Tager making his way through. Oh, Aiden Shrine having problems there in the number 8 sideways. Making his SimStock debut there in that car. But the question is Mateo Mitchell able to gain? Does Cameron Face burn tire? Look at our widespread camera. Got Chase Modzalewski battling side by side back there with Carson Powers, I believe, in the 31 car. Otherwise, this pack is now single filed out. We have a race. Wow, Mateo Mitchell was gaining big time. It was just 0.5 a lap ago, and now it's 0.3, 0.4 the distance, gaining tenths and tenths every lap. Once these guys battle side by side, Cortinas and Tager might be able to catch up. Otherwise, solid racing all throughout the field here. Oh, we got them piled up here. On the exit of the corner, Zach Mers, Larkin Boyer. Right in front of Brad Cmejla. We'll see if these cars can get it picked up and clean in time. It looks like they do. We stay green. We stay green for that wreck. And here goes Mateo Mitchell looking to make a move for the lead. He looks inside. He looks outside. Cameron Face blocking. Tanner Tager dead sideways back here, ripping the life out of those tires. Here's Larkin Boyer, who just went around in the 98 car. Jordan Junn involved. He's in the pits. Again, Tanner Tager. Now Adam Gordon. All these cars slipping inside. And, man, them tires are going to fall off. big time. But what a good battle for the lead we have here. And once again, just like last straightaway, cars looking to make moves. Oh, Mateo Mitchell, a little bit of blinking right there. And a big run coming for the 82 and a potential move for the lead. It does. To the inside goes Mateo Mitchell for the lead. What does Cameron do? Does he push on the outside or does he let him go? He's going to push hard on the outside. And this might just allow Zayden Cortinas to catch up. Yep, if these guys continue to go side by side, Cortinas might put himself in the prime position to be able to make up some lap time here. Take a look, Alonso Morales making his way up through the field. But every little spin, every wreck that happens, it increases the caution of something of cautions happening for crashes in the back. As we see here, Austin K. Mitchell has gone around. Well, we stay green, and Cameron Face has taken the lead back over Mateo Mitchell. Got to wonder, are these tires starting to fall off with some of these cars? Because you could really slide them. Oh, right here we got some contact here. That's number 5 of Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. Back up front, the racing continues. Larkin Boyer still not lapped yet, oddly enough, despite his damage. This is going to make things real interesting right here. If they can catch Larkin Boyer, and it was damaged clearly and off the pace, how will this lap car play factors? And I'm starting to see Cameron Face starting to pull away potentially here on the number 82 car. Aiden Shrine and the 01 of Keith Ingram. They continue to battle back here. Jordan Junn, who is a lap down in the number 8 car. Good battles all throughout the field. But back up front with the lead. Got Brad Cmejla battling the 19 and LeBan Van Leer. And here comes the lap traffic. That's Larkin Boyer in the 98. Oh, he slips up a little. Cameron Face sideways. Mateo Mitchell sideways. Mateo Mitchell still blinking out right there. It's going to allow him, with Cameron Face's big slide, it's going to allow him to get right to the rear end. And now Larkin Boyer and Zayden Cortinas is way back here. Cortinas slowly has been gaining on the top 2, but not at a quick enough pace, I believe, here to be able to get something to work with. That's kind of I predicted. Mini packs all throughout the field of cars. Cameron Face, Mateo Mitchell. The battle continues up front. It seems like Mateo Mitchell is able to get a better run off turn 2 every single lap. Laps are winding down quick. Mateo Mitchell looking to the outside once again. Oh, you see the blocks continuing to be thrown. Mateo Mitchell looking to the outside once again. Notice he does a wide entry into 1. And that allows him to get a good exit. And look at this. He's going to cut it to the inside of Cameron Face right here for the lead as Zayden Cortinas continues to gain 10th after 10th each lap. Meanwhile, we got lap cars in the way here. Brad Cmejla, LeBan Van Leer, Zach Mers all up front. In front of these cars, it is side by side for the lead. Oh, dead heat at the line that time. And as they run like this, Zayden Cortinas will slowly catch up. Shape him up to be a great finish right here. But these lap cars in the way are going to make it real interesting here. Oh, Brad Cmejla battling LeBan Van Leer. Brad Cmejla collected earlier. He's going to need a caution to get any chance of catching up. They still go side by side. Mateo Mitchell, just like that. Zayden Cortinas is right here. Oh, they're wrecking in front of the leaders. And that's going to bring out a caution flag. It's LeBan Van Leer up the front end of Brad Cmejla. Going to bring out a caution flag. Oh, right in front of another pack of cars. And this changes everything. Wow. This changes everything right here. Oh, and something has happened. Something has happened to Mateo Mitchell. What happened to the number 82 car? Oh. Got taken out by Larkin Boyer. Sadly for him, it's going to be a removal from the race. That's just uncalled for right there. That is the second place car on the track, taken out by a lap car. Larkin Boyer are going to get a removal from the session for that one. And Mitchell, luckily, will be able to get his positions back. Let's see what happened here to Brad Cmejla. Goes to the inside. Wow, just turns him right around. Just turns him right around. Right in front of the leaders of the race. Wow. Rare to see. See it inside the car. I don't know if he just got loose or see if we can get a better view. Yeah, I don't think this was intentional. I think, look, his wheel just goes center. I think it's just a lack of skill, unfortunately. Never really turns right. He just turns straight. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there was any beef contact before this, but well, both of them were laps down. I believe was on the lead lap. Now I'm interested. Did these guys pit? This is something we missed. Oh. No one pits. I mean, I'm assuming some cars did in the back, so there's probably a couple cars on fresh tires back here, but no one up front pits. It'll be a 4-lap shootout by the time this thing goes green. Brad Cmejla still getting laps back here. This is going to get real interesting. Got to feel bad for Cameron Face, and really all those top 3 up there was going to be a good finish. It's just unfortunate right there that happened. They're stacking it up on the outside. Mateo Mitchell, he still blinks out. That's what I thought potentially that had something to do with it. Oh, we got a car parked on the inside. That's Braden Dent. Oh, boy. Oh. Well, not sure what's going on with the 27 car, but either way, he's able to keep it going. Back up front here. Oh, they're 3 wide. Got Healy in the wall up there as well. And Adam Gordon in the battle now. Where does he go? If you're Mateo, you got to stay side by side here. You cannot let this go away. Cannot let Adam Gordon start battling with you here. Alonso Morales, Keith Ingram, everyone looking to make moves. But it's battling all throughout the field. Back up front. 3 laps to go. Cameron Face, Mateo Mitchell. They're sideways. Contact. Cameron Face all over. Adam. Oh, wow. What a block up the front end. And he's still sideways. We got lap cars in the way. Oh, Mateo Mitchell, somehow Cameron Face hanging on to the lead here. That's the 5 of Zach Merce. Cameron Face going to go sideways and spin around, and it is just chaos here. Adam Gordon at the front of the field. We'll bring him to 2 laps to go. No, it's Zayden Cortinas who's leading. What in the world? What is going on? Got him piling up in the back. We stay green. We might make it to the white flag. Got him still wrecking the number 49. Into the final corners they go. Jordan John spinning around on the front straightaway, coming to the white flag. Zayden Cortinas and Adam Gordon will battle it out for the win. Adam Gordon trying to get a good run off the exit here. And he might have something for. We got a car parked on the outside. Cortinas with damage. They're wrecking in the back. It's going to be a final corner send from Adam Gordon. Made his debut. He goes to the inside. He backs off the gas. Zayden Cortinas. What a nice clean battle to the finish. Zayden Cortinas out of turn number 4. Zayden Cortinas going to go back to victory lane. Zayden Cortinas victorious here at Phoenix. How about that? Zayden Cortinas gonna go to victory lane with a damaged race car. He is able to get the win. Wow. How about that? Pure chaos for that 4-lap shootout. And Zayden Cortina is going to go back to SimStock victory lane. I believe become the winningest driver. He's the first ever 3-time winner in SimStock history, it looks like. Wow, Adam Gordon. Well, gotta respect that, man. Had every chance in the world to just dump this guy and win the race for himself, and ended up racing him cleanly. That's incredible. Great, respective racing. Let's see how this transpired right here. Yep, Cameron gets loose, and the 82 has nowhere to go. Look at Cameron try to save this. What a block this was. Now, what happened here is my question, because somehow ends up getting in the wall here. Thought he had it saved, but it looks like he didn't. And this lap car ends up being in the way, which is unfortunate. I believe that might be Zach Mers. Yep. And then Cameron's sideways here, and then it's just unfortunate. Now they're 3 wide. I thought Gordon was leading. Forgot Cortina snuck by here. At this point, it was just a brawl, an absolute battle. I mean, look at this last corner right here. He goes to the inside, realizes it's not going to work, and just backs off. And lets Cortinas get it. Just clean, respective racing. And we're side by side here. Alonso Morales, Cameron Face battling. What another great finish, though. Another great finish. Wow. Zayden Cortinas able to get the job done. How about that? With that, we will be moving on to the next race. So let's get this next race underway. Oh, yeah, with that, we are going to Kansas. With that, we are going to Kansas. We will be having an extra race here at the Kansas Speedway. Quick 25 laps. Cars, we got the mini stocks. And once again, Cameron Face just gets robbed. I mean, it's been, you know, as the team owner for him in other series, we kind of want him to get some wins for personal confidence, if you know what I mean. At least been getting hammered recently with robbery, which we hate to see, but if he still races Kansas, got another opportunity for him. This will be, once again, in a race in the afternoon hours here. With 30 maximum entries, I don't expect this one to fill out here. Absolutely not. But we'll see. Potentially. Probably going to get 20 cars, which is all we can ask for usually. Quicker than usual. It's 25 laps, so it's a speedier race than what we usually have. So opportunities here for a lot of these fellas. So that session is going to be going up here. Let's talk to our winner. Forgot about that. Someone actually won the race. And that being Zayden Cortinas. So let's see if we can talk to him here. All right, Zayden Cortinas, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, looks like it was on pace to be a brawl to the end between you, Cameron Face, and Mateo Mitchell if that stayed green, but unfortunately some tomfoolery happened in front, ended up bringing out the caution, and at that point it was just a crazy race there to the finish. What was pretty Wreckfest race earlier was able to kind of get their way done, and Adam Gordon raced you respectfully all the way to the line. It was a clean, great finish, and you are now the winningest driver in SimStock history and first to earn 3 SimStock wins. How does this one feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing to be the all-time leader in SimStock wins right now. It feels awesome. Also, huge respect to Adam Gordon, man. He like that was really clean what he did. So huge shout out to him, and yeah, it was awesome. Awesome race all along, and yeah.
All right, Zayden
Crazy one.
Cortinas able to get the win here. So with this, we will be loading into this next race and getting these camera angles set up. So let's get this underway here. Load into the session here. I'll be right back. Well, fellas, we are back and looking to get these camera angles set up properly here. And once again, all sorts of brand new names joining up here. Adam Gordon was a new name. He ended up being a good new name. Very respectful finish. I mean, what the heck? That is something, though, you know, I mean. And Cortinas is lucky for that, too. I mean, how many, I feel like every other driver in that field would have sent Cortinas there if they had that golden opportunity in front of them. So, but they just didn't. And Cortinas ends up winning that race. Remember, he was going to be in that battle if it stayed green anyway. So he still could have ended up winning. He had damage on his front end from all that. Still was able to hang on. But we do have these camera angles all set up here. So with this being said, we are going to get the racing underway soon enough here. All right, we got our overlays on. I will be right back. We'll let this one run all the way out. I'll be right back for the coverage of this one. And just like that, we are back for qualifications. Jake Kane, who's making his debut. Willie Everdam making his debut. Jake Champion making his debut. George Carafiti's back here. Zach Murs making his second career start. Xavier Dawkins Batiste making his debut. Mateo Mitchell is back. Cameron Face is back. Chris Strickland making his debut. Zeta Cortinas is back. Bruce Dudley is back. Trey Craig making his debut. Brad Cmejla is back. Larkin Boyer is back. Jake Kane. And there is your little field of cars here of our currently setting pace laps. Currently getting the qualifications underway. How much do we have total is the real question. 19 cars. And I'm registering for the race. Just about exactly what we wanted and predicted. So look to be a classic here. A little sprint. 25 laps of racing action gonna get underway here. And already Zach Murs to the top of the charts. Chris Strickland is going across the line. How will the improvements be? He's not going on the apron, so that's going to hurt him just a couple tenths. But Jake Kane to the top of the boards here. Impressive for the debuting driver. Keith Ingram is back. He's had a tough night. Trey Craig second on the board. Some of these brand new drivers. We almost had debuting drivers win both the races tonight. We had Perry Gannon win race number 1, and what a finish in his first ever start. Adam Gordon finished second in race 2, but almost was able to win that one. He was also making his debut. But there's good opportunities with top 2 being brand new racers, I'm pretty sure. I don't think these guys have raced before. You know what? Those names are familiar, so I'm just going to check on that real quick. Let's see, Jake Kane and Trey. Nope, none of these guys have raced. All new racers here up there in the front too. Mateo Mitchell, Cameron Face. And here's Todd Sharp, a last second registration. We'll see if he has time to get a qualifying lap in. Todd Sharp. We'll see what opportunities are presented here for him. Running a default scheme, unsponsored. We said there was potentially an opportunity for a race 4. That will simply not be longer an opportunity anymore. We will just have 3 races tonight. Todd Sharper on his laps. All over here on the inside. He ends up getting up nearly in the wall. Wonder if he'll have time to complete this lap or not. If he is able to complete it, it will be a tough lap on the apron, slipping up the racetrack here. So for Todd Sharp, this is going to be tough. He might have a chance to complete it. All the way up the track in the trial, and he's unable to complete the lap by just about a second or 2. That is unfortunate right there for him. Well, with that, we're going to talk to these drivers. Jake Champion has left the session. Tyler Geary at last second registration, and we have over 20 cars now in the field. All right, fellas, we got our last race of the night. Surprise race, mini stock at the Kansas Speedway here. Going to be our final race here. 25 laps, 1 fast repair. We are live on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel with the broadcast. Live on MC Motorsports YouTube channel. Make sure we're racing clean and respectfully. No intentional wrecking, and especially if you take out others, that will be an instant ban. No jump in the restart. The control car has to go in the restart zone, or else you will serve a drive-through penalty. Or if you're the outside car on a restart, you will also serve a drive-through penalty. Lap cars can get laps back at any time on the outside under caution, so make sure you clear that lane up for them. We will clear black flags on every restart. So with that being said, the Discord link is in our YouTube channel description, or our YouTube stream description. So if you want to join in on the fun weekly action here in SimStock, then we'll see what happens. But here, there is an apron in the trial. You are allowed to pass on the apron, but just note, you're probably not going to get let back up into turn 1, which can cause a wreck, which could result in you getting kicked or having to serve a penalty. So we will see what unfolds here, live on the MC Motorsports YouTube channel.
Thanks for the host.
With this, as you see here, Matt Clifton, Kelly Walton, and Tyler Geary. He's going to be in the 25. So here's our field. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 cars on the dot here for what will be race number 3 tonight. And looks like one car, the car who started, I believe, 6th, that was champion, ends up disconnecting, so that'll make it a 19-car field here when it's all said and done. We've been here before. It was Cole Trudeau who won the first and I believe only race with the mini stocks here at Kansas. And a photo finish with Patrick Connell, who's pretty much retired at this point from the series, unfortunately. But with that, gonna be interesting to see what happens. The pace car goes off, and how about Jake Kane winning the pole in his debut? The green flag is in the air. We are underway here at the Kansas Speedway. Already Zeta Cortina's looking to go back-to-back. He's gonna make a move on Mateo Mitchell, and maybe even a move for the lead already right off the bat. Whoa, that is some real aggression right there, and that's already gonna force. What in the world is even that? This kid's gonna go all the way to the back pretty much, and it's gonna allow Trey Craig to take the lead there in the number 15 car. It's a 20-car field, 19 cars to be exact, a solid field length here for this race. Oh, we got one on the apron. That's the number 24 machine. Oh, and Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez going to make an impact, and they are sideways and all over the place back here deep in the field. Not sure who that is. I believe that's Zach Mers in the 24. Oh, and you see Brad Cmejla, some contact there. That's the number 14 car of White. Kyle White, one of the names that we missed. Now in this one, Brad Cmejla able to hang on to his car back up front. We got him racing 3 wide for the lead. Kane, Mitchell, and Craig all into turn 3, 3 wide with Boyer and Cameron Face right behind. 3 wide for the lead here. And they are still 3 wide. No one really getting it sorted out deep in the field. And they're still now 4 wide up for second place. Mateo Mitchell able to clear everyone. Oh, Larkin Boyer trying to hang on. Gets real tight right there. Cameron Face not clear. Nearly a big squeeze right there, but they're able to hang on. Down the back, that's Willie Evernham and the number 20 getting a shove from Strickland. A couple of new drivers trying to work their way towards the front of the field. Keith Ingram in the hunt as well. Got him wrecking back here. Brad Cmejla and Xavier Dawkins-Batiste. Looks like go around in the deep portions of the field. And they are still going at it here. 4 wide once again for second place as Cameron Face is now your leader. Oh, Larkin Boyer, contact this man. We got him wrecking to the back. One up and over. It's Zach Mers who's upside down, and the caution is going away for the first time. A hard crash for the number 24 of Zachary Mers. Caution is going to wave. Let's see how this started. Oh, he gets into the number 22 of Tanner Zimmerman. Oh, man. That is just brutal right there. That's just intentional wrecking at its finest. That will be a potential ban from forever. Anyone else involved? Yep, Luigi Diaz Gonzalez gets collected. That'll be likely a permanent ban for Zach Mers. Just completely hooked a right on Tanner Zimmerman, one of the drivers making his debut. Wasn't even his fault. And upside down with the number 24 car. And now in the pits. Won't let me remove him from the race for some reason here. Well, got him out of here, so now that's going to give us the opportunity to see what happened with Brad Cmejla and others in the back. Let's see what took place back here, deep in the field. This is battling for about last place. See, Brad Cmejla here is going to get up the track. Oh, right in front. White, Kyle White. Oh, and Brad Cmejla ultimately gets up into Baptiste, Bruce Dudley. And around they go. But no one really collected with major damage. Looks like Batiste and the number 2 ultimately had some pretty hard contact. Yeah, it's a hard hit. That's going to be suspension for the number 2. But either way, the caution's going to waive here.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Going to double them up, but we're going to keep it 2 to green. A lot of cars in the pits getting repairs, so we will keep it 2 to green here. But yeah, unfortunate right there. Zach Mers just completely destroying Tanner Zimmerman, who has to come in for a fast repair. You hate to see it, but Zach Mers has now been banned and will be permanently banned. That is 2 races in a row of devious actions. Was the lap car at the end of the last race. He didn't really take anyone else, so we kept him in, but obviously seems to be one of them troll kids. I've heard of this kid before, so I don't know. Not sure what the problem is here. Yeah, he's that guy with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So interesting here. And he is in the chat. He says, "My bad, I'm sorry." We now see that message in the chat, and unfortunately, I just don't know. Not really sure if we can unban him for apologies here. Pretty deliberate contact right there. I don't know. We'll have to, I guess if he apologizes, might have to allow him back in, but otherwise, unsure. But with that, it limits this field to now 17 cars. Looks like Mers is out, obviously, and Batiste is also out of the race. Stuck at the pits, at least. So a bit of tough go for him. But Cameron Faye still looking for his first SimStock win. Each race tonight was right there in position with a couple laps to go. And like what usually happens in his career, ended up getting kind of screwed. So we will see what happens. The field makes their charge back up to the front. And here we go through the restart zone once again. 18 laps to go. It will be Cameron Face with the lead. We're back underway. Well, they're stacking it up. Larkin Boyer unable to get that car moving, and that's going to really hurt Jake Kane in the 19 and number 20 car as well. Willie Evernham. It's going to separate these packs. Cameron Face up into Mateo Mitchell, and Trey Craig, who started second this race, is still right in the mix. Is Cameron going to be able to block there? It looks like he is. Aggressive blocking. And now Mateo Mitchell goes to the inside. It's still blocking his Cameron Face, and ultimately has to secede the position. Pretty aggressive blocking early on here. But he's able to keep it connected. And now Trey Craig laid to the inside of Mateo Mitchell. Mateo Mitchell realizes it's coming. Man, Mateo Mitchell's been, I don't think he's caused any issues yet in SimStock. Saw the car going to the inside, ends up letting him have it. Now Keith Ingram from deep in the field starting to make his charge up front. Sounds like Zayden Cortinas was involved in some contact. He's now 5 seconds off the pace. But the field trying to catch their way back up. 17 laps to go. Here in this one. And There's George Carafiti's barely in front of Jake Kane back there. Jake Kane, the pole sitter, making his charge back up front. Oh, maybe some net code there at front. See Cameron Face and Mateo. Oh, Keith Ingram to the inside. Yep, Cameron Face open that middle up. Oh, around goes Bruce Dudley loose. I don't know what the heck that was. Maybe some net code. Oh, Ingram runs up the 15 and the 85 up into the wall. And Trey Craig in the 15 car is going to have to face problem. Oh, we got him wrecking up front. The number 14 around. Is it good enough to stay green, though? That's what the real question is. It looks like most of the cars have made their way through, so we will stay green here. The race continues. The green flag action continues, and we stay green here. But Keith Ingram, no reconciliation for human life right there, ends up destroying the 85 of Cameron Face, and especially Trey Craig, who was doing nothing wrong all race long. Trey Craig out of the race. Kyle White also collected. He's in the pits. And now there's just a pack up here. You see they're single file behind. Everyone trying to work to get up here. They're 4 wide for second place. Here comes George Caraviti's contact. Mateo Mitchell and Keith Ingram. Gonna get into each other's doors, and now it is Larkin Boyer with the lead here in the number 11 car. And it looks like this pack is now won once again. Everyone up here in this pack. And how about Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in the 44 trailing this pack? They're almost 4 wide. Looking 4 wide for the lead now. Oh, Boyer up the racetrack. And now George Carafiti's on the inside looking for a place to go. Cameron Face, despite the hard contact with the wall, looks like really no damage on that car. He's got his teammate Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez coming for assistance. Now Keith Ingram's going to take the lead on Jake Kane. Tanner Zimmerman got intentionally wrecked earlier for no reason. He is now back in the mix. He's already down to fast repair, so one wreck, which almost going to happen right there. Oh, what the heck? Announcer's jinx. Oh, man. Tanner Zimmerman just can have no luck. And that car is now officially totaled and done, and Tanner Zimmerman is going to now be out of the race. Got turned around either by Cameron Face or Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, one of those Golden Eye Express cars. You hate to see it. And now Tanner Zimmerman, we were just talking about it. We got wrecked earlier. Gets wrecked right again, right as we mentioned his name. Here comes Larkin Boyer to the inside of Keith Ingram. What an aggressive move right there. But that's the moves you have to make. Another 4 wide for the lead. Look at this. Who even led that lap? Maybe 5 wide for the lead. They're 5 wide for the lead here. And somehow they make it work. Cameron Face had such a big run. He was able to clear everyone. Now Larkin Boyer significantly dropping back. And this second pack, believe it or not, is actually catching up. Todd Sharp, Strickland in the 84, Willie Evernham in the 20. They are making gains. Whoa, Larkin Boyer, these guys trying to work together. They're nearly turning each other here. And Jake Kane, now the race leader. Mateo Mitchell still blinking out. Keith Ingram does not push Cameron Face, gonna end up going to his inside. Now Mateo Mitchell looks to the bottom. See Jake Kane gonna open that bottom up. Tanner Zimmerman now in the pits. You hate to see it right there. Now these cars have now, the 3 cars behind have now lost the main pack, and they're not even working together. If this goes green to the end, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to catch these front 5. That is Mateo Mitchell blinking out, which is causing our cameras to kind of have issues there. And I don't know what's going on here, but these guys are, George's just going to have to see this spot. I mean, you're not going to catch up being side by side like this. Oh, there they go. Contact. Jake Kane, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, Mateo Mitchell, Cameron Face. All 4 of them making contact with each other right there. And as they may, oh, right there, Mateo Mitchell gets a bad push with Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. But as these guys keep sliding around like that, will allow these cars to catch back up. And George is still side by side battling right there. Oh, Cameron Face making a charge for the lead now. Oh, he's going to push Ingram into his teammate. And now down the back straightaway they go. Jake Kane going to take the lead right back here. This is our pole sitter. You know there's speed out of this 19 car. And Larkin Boyer, these guys have now just about caught up to this field. This could go green to the end. Even Bruce Dudley and them are making up time. Back there deep in the pack. Keith Ingram with the lead. This could really go green to the end here. It's a good pack of cars here. This is just a bonus race. It's kind of what we expect. Strung out racing, and Keith Ingram with the lead. Got Cameron Face, Mateo Mitchell side by side right there. Cameron not able to block Jake Kane. Instead, he's going to have his teammate, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, right behind him. And now Larkin Boyer looking to make it 3 wide through the middle. Now they're 4 wide in the corner. Larkin gets into the 44 car. They're 3 wide, 2 rows deep for a brief moment. And now Keith Ingram going to have the lead, but who's going to lead this lap? Oh, Jake Kane all by himself with a huge run on the outside. Wow, unbelievable. Looks like the outside, even with no help, might be the better preferred place to be. Cameron Face going to slot in right behind him, and now Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. Oh, George Karafides and Brad Cmejla with some contact. Look at the intervals with Willie Evernham and Bruce Dudley. Oh boy, something going on. Oh wow, nightmare. These 3 are all now going 3 wide. They will not catch this pack. They've just lost 0.3 of a second racing 3 wide for nothing right here. And unfortunately, them fellas will not be in contention here unless there's a caution here. Keith Ingram with the lead. And there goes Cameron Face blinking out. We haven't seen it all night, and that's going to really cause problems. Now Larkin Boyer to the inside. Cameron Face into his door. Larkin Boyer has been making some aggressive moves. Going to give nearly no space. And now Cameron Face going to put Jake Kane in the wall. Jake Kane going to face some side damage from that one. Cameron Face into Larkin Boyer and then into Jake Kane. Now Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez goes up to help, but Larkin Boyer going to be able to clear Keith Ingram from all that. 7 laps remain. And here comes George Karafides, who's slowly but surely making his charge back through the field with Brad Cmejla right behind him. Luigi able to get in front of George, but not going to block it. He's going to have a chance to go through the middle on Larkin. It's going to get real tight. George to seize that position. Back here, meanwhile, they're still racing for, looks like, 9th place. No one really working together. Todd Sharp has lost that pack, unfortunately. Mateo Mitchell into Luigi's door. Oh, Luigi gets hit by George. Though he could see a spin up here, which would bring on a caution. Cameron to the inside of Larkin. It's a super aggressive move to make. Seems like no one working with each other. Cameron Face, not happy maybe with the 11. He's got to think big picture. He could get banned if he intentionally wrecks someone. He's got to think big picture, and Larkin Boyer could do it back. And there's a side sweep once again. Larkin not happy. I don't know what Larkin really did wrong necessarily, to be honest here. Trying to think back, I can't really think of anything. And this is ultimately causing this whole group to just get a little sideways. Man, Willie Evernham and them, if they just stayed single file, no doubt they would have been up here by now. So that's just unfortunate. And they are still making contact. Notice the teammates from GoldenEye Express working together as we come to 4 laps to go. Keith Ingram in the 01 machine leads that lap, and with 4 to go, it is dead and intense. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Jake Kane, the pole sitter, is still in the mix. And now Larkin, aggressive side draft with Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez right there. Brad Cmejla just hanging in there in the back, waiting for something to happen. He's not making much aggressive moves. He sees what's going on. They're all 3 wide up here. Keith Ingram in the face! That's going to slam Larkin into the wall hard. And Larkin Boyer's race is going to come to a close. It's a single nut, no spin, no crash, and unfortunately we're going to stay green for him. That takes 1 out of the mix. 3 laps remaining here. Keith Ingram just got right into him right there. Really, nothing much else to be seen. He just kind of hit him. That limits the herd now to 6 cars. 7 cars, actually. Larkin Boyer out of contention here. We'll need a caution here in the next 1.5 laps, but Cameron Face not up here to help Luigi, his teammate. Keith Ingram going to bring him to 2 laps to go. Will Mateo Mitchell make a move? Does anyone have anything for him here? Keith Ingram all the way in the grass now. 2 laps remain here at Kansas. Brad Cmejla way up the track in the back. Cameron Face going to make that position, but with 2 laps to go, Luigi has no help. Mateo Mitchell pushing Keith Ingram. Keith Ingram so good in these situations, but we've seen when it's gone wrong in the past. To the white flag we will come. No one willing to help, but look, Cameron Face now going to have a chance to catch up to his teammate here. Going to be the white flag. Keith Ingram going to bring him to the white flag lap. 1 lap to go here at Kansas. Luigi with help from Cameron Face now. This is going to get close now. Now that both lanes are loaded with help here. This is going to get interesting. Cameron slams the 44. Contact is going to be made. Down the backstretch for the final time. Luigi with a huge shove. Is he going to be able to clear Keith? It's going to be a side-by-side duel. Mateo Mitchell. Cameron ditches his teammate. Tries to make a run at him for himself. Ends up getting turned. What in the world did we just see? Keith Ingram going to cruise to a victory. Keith Ingram gets the win here at Kansas. What in the world? GoldenEye Express for the third race in a row will have a complete fallout. And Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez had his teammate there to push him, but ended up getting ditched. And it's going to be Keith Ingram who will tie Zayden Cortinas for the winningest driver in SimStock history, now with a third career victory. How about that for Keith Ingram? Was a pretty green and clean race all the way through right there. Keith Ingram gonna score yet again another victory. A very interesting final lap. Backmarker Motorsports. Mateo Mitchell just locked in, pushing him the whole time there. Keith Ingram able to burn it down. How about that? Wow, I'm shocked at the circumstances there that took place. Very surprised at what we just seen here. Let's take a look at what we just saw. Let's take a look here. This is interesting. Cameron's gonna push the 44, and this move just really doesn't. I mean, it gets opened up for sure, but at this point, there's no help for anyone here. No help for any of the lanes except the inside. So Ingram had this one locked in. He was able to save the car right there, and then everyone just gets wrecked. Poor Jake Kane, really nowhere to go. And Luigi probably not happy at that one. I bet you Luigi would have won that race. Just the outside has more dominance when it's even like that. Unfortunately, though, that's not what happens. Keith Ingram ends up getting the job done at the start-finish line, taking home his third career SimStock win. Tied with Zayden Cortinas for the most wins in SimStock history now. So how about that? Keith Ingram able to get the job done here tonight. Let's see if we can talk to our race winner. Whoa. Keith Ingram, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Keith Ingram, third career win, tied for the winningest driver in SimStock history. Had a lot of help behind, and the teammates that were lined up on the outside at GoldenEye Express weren't able to get connected. Ultimately, just really handed you that win. Describe how you feel.
I got no idea. My heart is pounding right now.
Well, you know, it was quite the circumstance. Pretty dominating performance. Kind of were out back earlier in the pack. But yeah, it looks like you ultimately were just able to get the momentum and run there. Mateo Mitchell able to help you. Anyone you like to shout out here as we close up this night?
I've shouted him out before, but my friend Amari and also George, he's a great guy. Oh yeah, and also, can you explain what that scream was after the first race?
Look, when we try to get more than our vocal limitations can handle, we gotta go to improbable measures, I guess, eh?
Fair enough.
All right, okay, think I'm gonna get his third career SimStock win, and with that, that will wrap up tonight's stream. So we appreciate everyone tuning on in here tonight for what will likely be the only night of racing action in the week here with the SimStock series. So we will see you guys in the next one. Probably next week at some point. Actually, shoot, this will be the last SimStock for a long time. Probably 2 weeks maybe here, because we are busy as heck coming up here with Easter and all these factors involved. So it looks like this is going to be the last SimStock for quite the long deal. So we appreciate everyone continuing to tune in. But with that, we will move on